Greetings to you all and welcome back to Let's Play Command & Conquer. Looks like this level's turning out to be a long one. They happen from time to time. Nothing much we can do about that. Nice little gimmick, I should note that the flame tank has 2 shots. You can order them to fire on different targets. Don't fight over the same Tiberian patch. Come on now, let's all get along. So if you order it just to attack a target, and then before the second attack comes out you change target, and the second shot will hit the second target. Which can be handy if you're against very explosive units like Grenadiers.
Building.
I want a few more light tanks before we have any kind of attack. I'll put it on fastest so we actually get there sometime this year.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Don't want to be on hold. Thank you. A nice loop.
Building.
Beautiful.
Construction complete. Reinforcements have arrived.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Pick
Building.
a flame tank next. If nobody wants to fight, that's alright because we harvest faster than they do, so it means our army will get bigger than theirs will. Because they only have 1 harvester.
Building. Our base is under attack. Unit lost.
Interesting. The fact I've slowed it down means the attack's coming. Ooh, we're in good shape. Okay, this will be my next attack force. I have 1 bad beaten up tank. But we do need to handle that mammoth. I may go for the mammoth first,
Reinforcements have arrived.
because if I go for the mammoth tank, I won't meet a ton of retaliation. Whereas as soon as I go for the harvester, I will meet a ton of retaliation. Maybe I speed it up just a touch. Seems I'm going to have to meet the enemy's force before combat even starts, which is a shame. But it's okay. We just get our forces into a good position. We should be able to handle this alright. Makes me wish we'd waited for this attack to end first, before we attacked. This is not a good position. Let me just be clear on this. I said we should get ourselves into a good position. That does not mean I then went and actually did that. I merely indicated it would be a good plan if you got yourself into a good position. Nonetheless, flame tanks are OP. So in we go. And this force can be destroyed very easily. Good positioning on the flame tank. Flame tank does nothing to the medium tank, but it's just there for comedy value. Although I think it did just get the kill. So well played. Was going to go for the mammoth, but their harvester's here, so we may as well. Actually, it's on the return. No, stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Nice and steady, nice and calm. No one of those. Wait for that tank. What's he doing all the way back there?
Yes, sir. Moving out.
This is where everybody tries to be the hero by charging to the front, even though you're nearly dead. This is where the enemy's forces try to flank us, and I have to use one of my flame tanks.
Moving out.
Building.
Moving out. Moving out.
Could take a bit of damage here, but hopefully I'll be able to get in here and just snipe these rocket launcher troops before they do anything.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
There we go, that's wonderful.
Complete.
And those fellows are going to run off towards the base, alright? The obelisks can handle those. Put you back up there. Try to spread out the buildings, I suppose, so we don't get completely trounced by the airstrikes. Nonetheless, we're going in now. Mammoth tanks the target, but still praying they can't just build more and more mammoth tanks if they, whenever they like. That death cry was the man being burnt by a laser. Oh, wonderful. So the mammoth's our target. His rockets are only going to come out once because the computer does not have the micro to keep twisting his turret around to get more rockets out. And we've got it completely overwhelmed with tanks. Which means we're going to win! Without even losing a unit. It's wonderful. Bear in mind we only won then because we have them completely outnumbered. When we had about 3 beaten up tanks, then we weren't going to win. Now it's a waiting job. We're going to take out another harvester of theirs. They'll probably have the money to build another one straight back up, and they can harvest up there, it would seem. Unless enemy's forces are going to come and get rather annoyed with us, this thing won't retreat because it desperately wants Tiberium, which I'll make it pay for this. Is both lust and greed on the part of the Harvester here. Desperately wants his precious Tiberium. These beating up old flame tanks, hopefully going to watch the rear, so everyone else chases this down. That's a lot of grenadiers! That was a lot of grenadiers! Well played. Just well played. Now you're going to meet your end to that tank. But you served us well. And if you can take down a couple of these fellows before you go, then even better.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Right, I don't know what you're doing now, though. You were doing so well, and then you just gave up and decided to charge towards the enemy's base. Thinking that's a great plan. You're going to do that.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, rocket launcher units can be taken out by mass tanks because their HP is dreadful. Grenadiers really can't, and that's what the flame tank's here for. Flame tanks, of course, will kill rocket launcher troops with one lick of flame. They're that weak. But the point is, if the flame tank dies, it's not the end of the world as far as bazookas go, because we can still handle those. But really, the grenadiers start to cause us all sorts of problems. I should try to keep you alive and not just charge you forwards. Part of me says let the flame tank soak up damage for the rest of the tanks, but then I realise that one grenadier will come along and kill me, which is exactly what I was just explaining, and then I ignore it entirely. Now, the only reliable way we have now of dealing with grenadiers, don't know why an accent suddenly came from there, the only way now to deal with grenadiers is to try and crush them. But we don't want to deal with grenadiers, we want to deal with harvesters. I'm expecting them to rebuild the harvester, and we're just going to sit here and wait.
Building.
The harvester comes back, we'll get rid of it again. What was that? Is that another mammoth? If that's another harvester, that's important. If it's a mammoth, it's terrifying. There's the harvester, right. Down you come, lad. I'm sure it's safe by now. You can see the map and see that it's clearly not safe, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll leave you alone this time, of course we will. Oh, you've got a little escort of a couple of infantry, which is pretty damn good against my army, in all honesty. Nonetheless, let's see what we can do. Try to deal with the escort first, because that won't provoke any more response. Or, you know, it's bizarre. Killing the harvester's escort doesn't trigger the quick send everything to protect the harvester in the game's programming, but as soon as you attack the harvester, then it does. How did you not get crushed? Everyone, drive to the middle!
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
That could kill you in one shot, so you're gonna wait. So we should be able to deal with another harvester, that'd be great. An attack trying to join the party. Bit slow, but alright. Do need you guys to actually finish this thing off. If it escapes, I will not be pleased. Which it is, isn't it? Yes, it's going to escape very well. Here comes the enemy's forces. They're sticking mainly with infantry, which is what they do when they're a little bit low on money, or when they feel pressured. Or when I'm making stuff up, because apparently they like to build more tanks as well. Keep going, that's it, it's blocking. Yes, block your own tanks, brilliant play. The harvester rather, not tank. I really need you guys to crush everything, and I really need you to get back to base. The enemy's going to try to dodge squishing manoeuvres as best it can. They have an orca, they have a mammoth, they have everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, acknowledged. Yes, sir. Moving out. Reporting. Yes, sir. Ready.
Still, the fact remains, if we can keep their harvesters down, then there's nothing they can do.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
So we're going to keep trying to do just that.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, moving out. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Computer's getting very, very tricky with its ability to dodge. This fellow does not listen to my orders. Look at him go.
Moving out. Affirmative.
Trying to run away from that orca as fast as we can.
Moving out.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting out.
All we can do now is hope that they are seriously running out of funds. If they are, it's great. If they're not, then, well, we'll just have to kill another harvester, I suppose. Still, we're making progress. I'm going to be bold and say we made the right choice by trying to snipe their harvesters on this level. I don't know what else you could have done, really. Because trying to get into that base, guarded by mammoth tanks, probably two of those, and orcas, is not a good plan. There's another one of those coming.
Unit reporting.
We are starting to get a little bit out of our depth for these poor 4 tanks now. They're going to have to do everything they can to try to kill this harvester
Yes, sir.
at all costs, even if they all die. If they take down the harvester, here comes the army. Then, hopefully, they'll be so low on funds that they can't do anything anymore. We just have the hope that that's the case.
Unit report. Yes, sir. Yes, moving out. Yes, sir.
Reinforcements have arrived.
It's a lot of infantry coming to greet me.
Yes, moving out. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes,
Unit lost.
acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Just finish the harvester at all costs, and then we pray they can't afford another one. That's the plan.
Acknowledged.
Down it goes, crush what you can.
Acknowledged. Moving out.
That's not bad, you crushed quite a few of them. And now, flat out retreat, pretty good plan. Any harvesters going outward? No, they look okay. Ah, good, you very wisely decided to harvest that patch, which is exactly what I was going to tell you to do, so well played.
Moving out.
You just tried to stop them chasing that tank for me.
Affirmative.
Just good crush.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
And have we lost the power plant recently? No, we haven't. That's odd.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Another tank then.
Building.
Unit moving out.
And unless the enemy's forces are mainly infantry, so we know when push comes to shove, we want to be buying a lot of flame tanks for final push.
Moving out.
Though we still have a mammoth tank to deal with. Not sure why they didn't send out the mammoth tank, but mammoth tanks are very slow.
Affirmative.
So it never would have
Moving out.
caught up to us in time.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
This one tank is about 6
Yes, sir.
dead men rolling around in its tracks, so that's nicely done by him.
Yes, sir.
I'd like you to keep harvesting up here, because we have quite a good supply of Tiberium up here now.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Forces starting to look good. Does look like they're out of money. If they're not, we'll have to mount another force over there quickly. But it looks like we've got them starved at long last. This man too good to be crushed. Just return the base then, let the obelisk deal with him.
Yes, sir.
Not sure why I say this tank, since I have no repair facility. But nonetheless, he's alive. Welcome back. We'll send you back out shortly. Apparently you crushed him just in your all-out retreat. Alright, well done.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Next attack is probably going to be the all-in finisher. Or I just mass up a huge army, because I think there's no harvesters. We certainly haven't seen them for a long, long time.
Building.
But I am going to need some anti-air with me for the Orca, so I'll get a couple of recon bikes. Not stealth tanks because they're too expensive, but a couple of recon bikes to come with me. I'm not going to bother with infantry because they're too slow. That's my reason for that.
Reinforcements have arrived.
So
Our base
there's the
is
airstrike.
under
Ready for that.
Building.
I'm going to be calling it a video here.
Construction
Next time,
complete.
it's mass army, and in we go. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I'll see you then.